Hi students, our next topic is chemical changes. Listen, we were discussing sixth chapter, that is physical changes and chemical changes. Listen, what is physical change and its examples is already discussed, right? Just recall the idea of physical changes. What was physical change? Listen, if there is any change, that will tell us, okay, if there is any change, that is, it is reversible. If it is reversible and if we are not getting a new product, we will consider, we have considered it as a physical change. But if we consider chemical change, it is little bit different, right? What is chemical change and what are the examples of chemical change? Listen, definition of chemical change is already discussed. Then what are the examples of chemical changes? Listen, today we will be discussing main three examples that that will give us an idea of chemical change. So the first example is burning magnesium ribbon. Okay, magnesium ribbon. Okay, so what is magnesium ribbon and what will happen if we burn this magnesium ribbon? So listen, here we have a magnesium ribbon. Okay, here we have a magnesium ribbon and it will be like this only. Okay, a ribbon is there and made out of magnesium, and we have what is this? What is this? Okay, and see, we have a magnesium ribbon and I'm going to burn it. Okay, while we are burning a magnesium ribbon, you can see that a dazzling flame will be observed. What will be observed? A flame will be observed, and we will get listen, this is the china dish. I'm having a china dish and we will get a white powder in this china dish. Okay, listen, if we are burning a magnesium ribbon, this is magnesium ribbon. Okay, we were burning magnesium ribbon, and while we are burning magnesium ribbon, we will get a white powder, and we have collected that white powder in a china dish. What is this? What is this? This is china dish. Okay, you have to be familiar with the utensils that we are using in a chemical experiment. This is china dish, and we will get a white powder when we are burning magnesium ribbon, and we have collected that in a china dish, and this is white powder. So the question is, can we find out any changes happen here? Yes, sure, right? Because the magnesium ribbon that we have taken earlier, it was having a silver color. Okay, it was having a silver color, but when we burned it, we got a white powder, and that shows that a change is happened. The question is, can we change that white colored powder into that magnesium ribbon again? No, right? So it is a reversible change. Since it is a reversible change, and second thing is, can you see that a new product is obtained here? Here earlier it was magnesium ribbon with silver color, but later we got a white powder, that shows a new product is obtained. So two things are happening here. One, a new product is obtained, and second thing is, you cannot reverse this reaction. In nutshell, we can say that burning magnesium ribbon is an example for chemical change. Is that clear? So it's an example for chemical change, but in examination you can expect a question like this. What is happening here? Okay, second question, write this reaction in the form of equation. So we know that how to write an equation, right? While we are writing an equation, you have to make sure that there will be some reactants and there will be some product. So how we can write or how we can represent this reaction in the form of equation? Are you guys ready? Okay, so let me erase this. Okay, I hope you have you got the idea of the picture, what is happening here. So what happened here? We have taken a magnesium ribbon. We have taken a magnesium ribbon and we burned it. Listen, that's very important area. While we are burning something, if you are burning a paper, if you are burning your fingers, if you are burning anything, you got something, you got a paper, you got a wood, or you got what? You got anything. Consider magnesium, you got something, and you are burning. If someone says you are burning something, that means in chemistry, what do you mean by burning? Burning means nothing but reacting with oxygen. Listen, reaction with oxygen is known as burning. So magnesium ribbon is burned. We can write this reaction as magnesium ribbon is reacting with oxygen, right? Magnesium ribbon is reacting with oxygen. Why we have written plus with oxygen, plus oxygen? Because here burning of magnesium ribbon is happening, right? So burning means reacting with oxygen. Is that clear? So when you react magnesium ribbon with oxygen, what we have got? What we have got? We got a white powder, right? So we got a white colored powder. Is that clear? We got white colored powder. Listen, we have an arrow here. Okay, we have an arrow here. Listen, what we have written in the left side of the arrow is known as reactants. And what we have written on the right side of the arrow is known as product. Listen, we have taken reactants and we got a product. Clear. And if you have a reactants, arrow and product, it is known as chemical equation. So imagine if they are asking in examination, write the chemical equation of burning magnesium ribbon. How we will write it? Listen, we have taken a magnesium ribbon. Can you recall that experiment? And we have heated or we have burned it. That means reacting with oxygen, and we got white colored powder. And listen, this is, even though we have made that into in form of chemical equation, it is little bit wider, right? It is a little bit bigger. So how we can reduce this? How we can, short it? How we can write in a similar way? So in order to answer that, we will be using Mg instead of magnesium ribbon. What we are using? We are using a symbol to represent magnesium ribbon. So what is the symbol that we have used to represent magnesium ribbon? That is Mg. So Mg is written here, and instead of using oxygen, there are 6 letters in oxygen, right? So instead of using these 6 letters, how we can make it short? Simple. Instead of writing oxygen, we will use O2 only. Now, how we have taken O2, detailed things we will discuss in higher classes. But here you have to understand that instead of writing oxygen, we have used O2. And when we react both these, oxygen and magnesium ribbon, we got a white colored powder. What is the chemical name of that white colored powder? That is magnesium oxide. What is that? Magnesium oxide. Listen, one more thing you have to be careful with, writing while you are writing chemical name, you have to be, careful. Magnesium is written as Mg, oxygen is written as O2, and magnesium oxide can be written as MgO. What is that? MgO. Okay, so listen, this is the chemical equations. Listen, this is the chemical equation, this is also chemical equation, but the difference is here you made that into a shorter form. That is the only difference. Okay, so what is the first chemical change? Why this experiment is known as a chemical change? Listen, imagine you are given with a situation, you are given with a change, and there will be a question like, what type of change is this? Chemical change or physical change? So how you will check whether it is a physical change or chemical change? How you look it? How you will check it? It's simple. Listen, take a change, consider a change, and ask a question. Ask some questions like, is that reversible? Yeah, look at its reaction. When we burned magnesium ribbon, earlier it was silver in color, we got a powder, right? So the first question is, can we reverse this reaction? If the answer is no, it can be a chemical change. The answer is no, right? Because while we burned it, we got a white powder, and it is impossible to convert that white powder into magnesium ribbon again. So it is an irreversible change. Second question is, are we getting a new product? Here, yes. Why? Because when we burned it, we got a white powder, and it's a new product, right? It's an entirely new product. So you have to ask two questions. Is that irreversible, and is that, are we getting a new product? If these questions are answered, and as an add-on, we are getting a, we can observe a color change also, right? Earlier it was silver in color. After the reaction, we got white powder. So these things are happening. Color is changing, new products are obtaining, and the reaction is irreversible. Then surely it will be a chemical change. So the first example for chemical change is burning magnesium ribbon. So what is happening during the burning of magnesium ribbon? It's written in the form of chemical equation. And how to represent magnesium ribbon? Mg. How to represent oxygen? O2. How to represent that white colored powder? Magnesium oxide or MgO. Clear? Okay, we are now stopping here. Okay, what was our product? What was our product? This is a, this is a china dish. Okay, what was our product? This is the white powder, right? This is the white powder. And what is the chemical name of this white powder? Magnesium oxide. What was the name of that white powder? Magnesium oxide. Take a pinch of magnesium oxide from that china dish. Okay, so we will take a pinch of, listen, I have taken a pinch of magnesium powder. Okay, and magnesium oxide, not magnesium powder. I have taken a pinch of magnesium oxide and listen, and okay, I have a watch glass here. I have added this into a watch glass. Listen, I have taken a pinch of magnesium oxide from this china dish into a watch glass. This is the watch glass, and added little amount of water into it. What? Water. And stirred properly. Okay, I have stirred it properly. So what is happening? Listen carefully. I have taken magnesium oxide and added what? I have added what I have added? Water is added. So I have added water means you have to write water. And listen, when you have added water and to magnesium oxide and stirred it properly, then take a litmus paper. You know what type of litmus paper you have to take. You know what is litmus paper, what are the different natures of litmus paper. It's already discussed in previous classes. Listen, you have to take a red color litmus paper and dip that into that. Listen, you have a red color, red litmus, and you can see that when you immerse this red colored litmus paper into this watch glass. Now what is there in watch glass? We have a mixture of magnesium oxide and water in this watch glass. You have already stirred it and you immersed a litmus paper which is having red color, and you can see that this red color litmus paper is changing its color into blue. Listen, this is the very important point. Red litmus paper is converting into blue. That shows that it's the product obtained after the mixing of magnesium oxide and water is having basic nature. Why it is basic nature? Because we have discussed in acid and base and salt, that chapter, that bases will show a change in red litmus paper into blue. That is exactly happening here. That means the product obtained is having a basic nature. And the second question is, what is exact product obtained here? When you mix magnesium oxide with water, the answer is magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide. Is that clear? And this magnesium hydroxide is having basic nature. Okay, so what are the different equations so far we have discussed? The first one is magnesium ribbon is burnt in air to get white colored powder. What is the name of that white colored powder? Magnesium oxide. And how we can write in the form of equation? And this is the way to write the form of equation. And if you want to make it so simple, what we will do? We will use the symbols to represent magnesium ribbon. What is the symbol used to represent magnesium ribbon? That is Mg. And oxygen, O2. Magnesium oxide, MgO. Okay, you got that white powder in a watch glass, china dish, and you have taken a pinch of magnesium oxide, added into watch glass and stirred it with water. So magnesium oxide added with water, stirred it. Okay, then, and you got something. And what is the nature of that something? The product is magnesium hydroxide. And what is the nature of that substance? It's simple. How we'll check it? Take a litmus paper. Which color? Red color. Dip it inside that magnesium hydroxide, and you can observe that a color is changed into what? Blue color. That shows it is basic in nature. Clear? This is the very first chemical equation chemical change we have to discuss. Okay.